And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. Isaiah 2 verse 2. Welcome to the audio ministry of Mountaintop Prayer Global Assembly with Evangelist IG Newman, a man anointed of God to put an end to satanic activities via his global prayer outreach. God bless you as you listen and pray.
Listen to me, there is someone here. The enemy gave themselves date, not you. But anyone here, the enemy have given date. Remember I told you they said death is an appointment. The Bible said it is appointed unto man to die. So death is an appointment. And there is one thing about appointment. Appointment can be cancelled. Appointment can be shifted. Appointment can be depending on the one you want. But I stand here to say, anyone here with any death appointment over his or her life, I command that appointment with death to be cancelled. 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 While you are standing, I'm not preaching today again. I want to pray for you on one prayer point against the spirit of tax masters. Everybody say tax masters. Say it again. The prayer I want to pray for you against people collecting tax from you. I think, what do they call it in house? It's not haraji. I think that's so. They collect tax from you. And there are people we call spiritual tax masters. Brothers and sisters, if tax masters meet you, you will trek from here to Gwagalada, going and coming back. And they are happy, thanking God that you are sweating and they are eating your sweat. Tax masters, they are terrible spirit. You are paying them without knowing you are paying. There are people here paying the price of what they don't know anything about. It may be a tax, a spiritual problem that happened before your grandfather was born. And you are present now paying the tax. Anybody here, the enemies are collecting tax on your head. Before you leave here, that tax payment will stop. Amen. The first people that shout that amen, or you receive an answer. Can you say, I refuse to pay that tax? Can you shout it louder than your neighbor? Shout it to the top of your voice. What do you understand by tax? A price fixed, given to people to pay as a levy. Hey! And if you don't pay tax in the village, if tax people pursue you, no hiding place. You know, in the city, if they don't see you, they close your shop. They will label it and put it shop closed until you come and settle us in our office. There are people. Do you know why these tax masters are horrible? They make you move like as if you miss road. They don't pity you. They can carry what you are selling. The way you see them pursue people even in the market. Like if you go to Gwagwalada market or Nyanya market. Even Kabusa here. That time we went for medical outreach in Kabusa here. You discover that in that market, for you to carry your kaya and you just land, you are dropping. They are waiting. Oh yeah, pay. If you don't pay, your goods will not land on the ground. As soon as you pay, the tier ticket give you. They come out. Tax masters. They know once you land, they demand their payment. You never even settle down in the marriage. They are demanding payment. You never settle down in the city. They are demanding payment from the village. There are so many of them, even in the office where you work. Tax masters are spiritually there with him. You never settle down for a job. They fired you breast cancer. You never settle down. They give you one terminal disease. And you'll be following it, thinking it is normal. There is somebody somewhere demanding you must settle me. Hear me. I am standing here to say, anybody paying any levy to the devil, today that levy will end by fire, by force. I don't know the one they are collecting from you. I don't know the one they are collecting from you. I don't know the one they are taking from you, and you are not even aware. Sometimes some people will look at it, some will say, maybe not so my destiny is. Who told you? Who told you? I was once like that. I was thinking that what was happening to me and my Oga when I was in Meduguri was normal. I didn't know there were tax masters that I was paying. You know what it means for you to serve a man 10 years and 9 months? 10 years and 9 months. I didn't save one kobo. Because I was serving him with my whole heart. And that was why on the day of my settlement, I was hoping, believing that if Babu, no matter how, the man will give me 1 million. I told you that it was the greatest shock of my life. I can never forget it until I die. For people to gather. And he said to me, Kai, among all the boys that serve me, Newman, you are wonderful. I was so happy with my 2 hands on the back. He said, but my problem with you is the way they go church. Like joke. Brothers and sisters, before he died, he called me and started to cry. Brothers and sisters, it was later that I discovered, he also knew, that for him to treat me the way he did me, how can somebody serve you for 10 years? And you told him to go empty. Brought Good News Bible and handed over to me to go and read. Since I decided to serve God, go and read the Bible. I looked at him and said, no be Bible I serve, oh. Now you I serve. And you know how devil bad. Even if you they cry, it is sweet them. They cry, they talk to them. That one, no, they enter anywhere. As if to say, he go change mine. He no change mine. Now, people that gathered that contributed 15,250 naira, make you add to the Bible where you give them. Dunya, I tell you, I didn't know. He too didn't know. And play like joke. I told you that when you see people who don't suffer, and the person they pray, you know they pray the prayer of gentleman prayer. Oh, no. If you expect me to come and say, my God, you know you are good God. I know God is a good God. But Baba, I know you are a good God, though. It's different from Baba. I know you are a good God. For me to eat gari with kuli, you know what it means? You get that gari, they tie like this, put it inside water, borrow salt, no be even sugar. Who dash monkey banana? That was how the tax masters, I didn't know. The tax master was in my father's house collecting haraji. I was sweating, working, but the tax master, anybody in your father's house doing you. Hey, hear me today. Before I drop this microphone, not be tomorrow, today, they will die. They will die. Listen, do you know there are some of you here? Your problem started from the very day you went home and did celebration. It may be marriage. It may be house. You went home to build. And after building, your problem started. Your own, that's why your good news is bad news to someone. It's not everybody you open your mouth and tell your good news. There are people you dare not even open mouth to tell them good thing that happened to you. There are people that are tax masters spiritually. And you know, I told you, each time I remember that thing, but the joy is that I always tell people, the devil will never win. But that period you will take to fight that battle, even if it takes you 10 years, and you are saving 1,000 every week for 10 years, now big money. But for you to allow the devil drag you to battle for 10 years, that 10 years have distracted you. That 10 years have shifted your mindset out from your direction. And that's why I dare not give devil that chance anymore. Don't do that anymore. They will milk you. They will tax you. Force you to pay. Even when you are crying, they are happy collecting money from you. They are happy. I told you after the 8 years fasting, for you to understand how that thing happens. For 8 years, I fasted, hoping that if after fasting for 8 years, it will end. It didn't end. But there is always one thing. A divine encounter with God will change your story. And that is an encounter somebody will happen after today.
Amen.
I told you on Easter season, Lenten period, Lent was about to end. It was on Holy Thursday preceding to Good Friday. I was sleeping on the carton that I was sleeping, and suddenly I saw a man tall like an electric pole came and hooked me on the neck and said, "New man, you will not succeed." I was begging the man, "Please leave me, help me, leave me." I did not remember the name of Jesus. The man was strangling me with one hand. As I was about to give up, I said, "Jesus." That breathing Jesus, the man met. I landed on the ground. Bam! It was my father's compound. A woman ran and drew the line and said, "You will not cross this line." I said, "I must cross." The woman said, "You will not cross." With speed, I crossed. As soon as I crossed, I woke up. It was a dream. While I was pondering what's happening, I carried my Bible, entered Choko the transport, left Meduguri to the east. As soon as I land, no traveling back. Oh boy, no traveling back. When you see a man suffering, I was moving with confidence with charismatic Bible. You know, the charismatic Bible today is no longer like before. Charismatic Bible before, plenty papers with day inside. People are reading and jotting notes. Oh, Buria of like this. That is how charismatic Bible before. Now everybody's Bible is flat. Before you know it, I landed. I saw my father. My father saw me. I said, "Papa, good morning." He said, "Newman." I said, "Yes, Daddy." He said, "You?" I said, "Yes." I carried my Bible and went and dropped. I came back and said, "Daddy, I saw vision. The Lord showed me that there is a woman dealing with this family." You know, the greatest mistake I keep telling people you will ever make in life, if your father is a Catholic catechist, don't ever go home and tell him, say you see vision. No, don't try to go and tell him and say you see vision. The first thing he will ask you is, "Where is your rosary?" Come marry me, Pugo. For him to know whether if you don't leave the church, don't enter another one. Before he will respond, I brought my chaplet. I said, "See it." He said, I told him the dream. I was telling my vision. My father did not know. He didn't put him out. Tell him every revelation. Flee. He didn't put him out. He said, "Daddy, I have finished." Suddenly he left what he was doing and raised his hand. He said, "New man, no be me born you. Me way born you, I don't see vision. But you why born, you go see vision." Now, if the thing where you they do, they know they work, come back home. If na pounded yam with pan, follow us chop. If na cassava with pan, follow us chop. But for you to come and tell me, say somebody they do me, you want to hit my head with somebody. You didn't see me. In fact, let me tell you, now malaria they do you. Inside that kitchen, there is malaria medicine where we cook. Go and measure your own in one cup and drink. I said, Papa, now me they talk so. He didn't talk again. With anger, I just left to the edge of the kitchen. We have these local pots in the village where they used to fetch water. I went there to fetch water to clean my face. At least somebody who traveled from Maiduguri to the east. Let me clean my face. On looking there, that woman I saw in the dream was at the back of the kitchen, removing the former charm to replace another one. That was the first day I saw the mystery of this life that shocked me. That we are 7 in the family with Papa and Mama. 7 of us were in one bottle, locked up with water, and we are dancing inside. Tax masters. You will not understand when we shout this fire. If I know shout time, I know go fit dead the white day now. Because my papa worship song, the best song my papa used to sing, if we are praying in the morning, in the night. That's my father's favorite worship song. But that day, immediately I ran back. I said, Daddy, big snake. My papa said, yes. One came out yesterday. We didn't kill it. I said, follow here, I follow here. Very big cutlass. Follow here, I follow. We come and jam the woman. The woman ran, left her clothes, left everything, and material was running. My father shouted, Obara Jesus. Immediately he shouted. That was the day I gave birth to this book, The Battle of Midnight. I took that bottle of oil in our compound with tears and anger. I say, anybody that said this family will not rise, your time is up. I no longer believe, let my enemy live long and see what I will be in future. I now pour that oil. My father was busy. Hey, he went and took his snuff. Back, back, back. Ooh, ooh, hey. I took rubber olive oil. Fire, fire. I poured the whole oil we have in our compound. I was still praying. My father could not talk. When he saw that I have exhausted myself, he went to the market and buy Oba. Yes, my papa went and bought it for me. Immediately I took it, finished. I slept. My father took 3 kola nuts to the family of the woman. Made them come and see. That was when we came. We saw me and my brothers, sisters, inside one bottle. See, 7 padlock locked with 1 key. The head of small chickens, 7 of them cut off. Our family picture together and then separate one papa, mama. Clothes gathered, red oil, blood. How everything boti. And I told you people that upon all those things I was suffering, nobody helped me. I said nobody has dashed me 1,000. I finished serving my Oga. Join the charismatic. We'll go and pray for people. Fast and pray. They will tell me, God bless you. Come and give testimony. Nobody dashed me 1 naira. Nobody. It was then I told you, I discovered you can be a prayer warrior and be in bondage. You can pray like Jackie. Other people's prayer answered, but your own God no go answer them. If as long as there is power fighting you, better deal with that thing before you move on. And anybody here suffering under any tax master, today I declare your freedom now. As soon as this thing happened, my father, there is a priest that was in charge of chaplaincy, UNN then. They called Father Ogu. Then, my father now told Father Ogu. He now left UNN and came. And then they fixed 2 market days to settle the matter. That was on a K market day. How God will have it. That young woman went to fetch firewood in the bush. This short snake they call viper stick the woman. Before 3 hours she died. Now the family came and told us, please, look at what has happened. that please, after the burial, they will now refix the peace meeting. My father communicated to the priest. He said, okay. After the burial, they came. I was still at home. They made peace. Father prayed over those things destroyed. I told you I was in Maiduguri. The only woman that was helping me was the woman I carried their children to Block Rosary. That woman has a restaurant. That if I carry the children go to Block Rosary, if we are coming back, we are singing. Erinanyo Merio Wanyi Obioma Merie Nurani Nyechuku Naka. While we'll be coming home singing, the woman will know that we are coming. She has a restaurant along Baga Road, opposite Bolori Junction, very close where they are selling tires. What that woman does is that as we are coming back, what the woman will do is that she will now tell the daughter to warm my soup. She have a small pot for me. The leftover soup, people ate and leftover. They will be putting it inside for me in one pot. Putting it in one pot. So as soon as I arrive, they will now make gari. And then turn the soup on top. You know, I told you, it was then I discovered that obono soup, egusi soup, or rice soup, if you mix it, it is sweet. It is sweet. Any day where you try that mixture, that thing, they on haba, well, the thing there. And they go straight, you know, with the draw soup inside, it goes smooth. Just like joke. That was a woman. If you go to Ekulobia today, Ekulobia roundabout, as if you are going to Oga, her shop is a level shop. I paid for that shop. I stock goods for that woman in that shop. How? By the time I land there, the woman will just feed me, give me the food, I will be happy. After all the fasting, she was the only one that feeds me. Imagine if that woman have removed that former charm and put the second one she want to put. Just imagine what would have happened. But you know one thing, that when I returned back to Maiduguri, it was so simple. Osinachi will remember there was one man that came here sometime, that he was the man that gave me the first car. He came here this year now, 3 months ago. That man he's an engineer. He wanted to apply, he was to apply to repair Coca-Cola trucks in Maiduguri, North to East Zone. And then he applied for that job. And then when he applied for it, he came and met me and said, please pray for me that I will get this job. I prayed for him. It was 2 days I returned back from the village. That man now came and told me, bro, Newman, your prayer work. I said, my prayer, they work. But the only problem, he said, me, I don't know the thing where they do me. I won't come out. The man said, no, I buy this car for you. I said, car? I said, car. Awesome, yes. That job Coca-Cola gave him, he finished it and they paid him. He bought this car for me. I said to, nobody say your good news no good though. But the problem is that where I dey, no house. They now laid that door with they used to cover the door. So, and we use stone to place on the door. So, where will I park car? How will I park it? He said, you mean it all this one way they go? I said, not true, I tell you, the place where they sleep na carton. So, where will I park car? No, you no go fit work. He said, no. Within 2 weeks, the man got a room and parlor for me in a place. If you know those who knew Maiduguri very well, there is a place they call Bolori Market. So got it at the Funky Broadway area, a room and parlor. Then carry Vitafoam, put there, plastic chair, put there, and said every week I'll be giving you 2,000. That is my covenant with God. That was how I started to drive. Like play car. 15 days later, another man that had oil company in Maiduguri, he was almost closing the depot because the truck used to fall on the way. They burn, either they lose the truck and lose the product. He was about to close the company. He's from Aguata. And then somebody told him about me. He now came and met me after morning mass. One day, I now carried Bible and entered to his oil depot. I was praying, binding and casting. Read Psalm from chapter 1 to the end. In the evening, I went back for evening mass. I didn't know God has blessed him. He saw me driving the car. He now came and said, Newman, stop. I parked. He told me, where did you go? Since 5 years, I have been coming to that place where you stay, but I know they see you. Because where did I go? Where did I travel to? I did there, but they know they see me. After today, people will see you. I said, people will see you. They will see your glory. They will see your star. They will see your rising. If you shout at them and receive it again. Before you know it, the man now told me what happened, that he bought how many companies, that today he has about 16 fleet stations. I said, now wow. He now told me that he want to build a house for me. He did it within 6 months and carried the key, gave to me. Furnished the house. Brothers and sisters, I now decided to visit my village on a new style. That day as I was going to the village, 4 cartons of mangara, 4 big bags of beans, 4 big bags of rice. I load them. As soon as we land, my father was going for zone meeting in the village, this Catholic zone. As he was going, the barrow people were pushing it. He saw me, say, Newman. I said, Daddy, good morning. He said, where? I said, I just came now to our house. He now used his staff and said to his friend, make they go, my pikin don't come. My pikin don't come. That one why I come, I know be in Pekin. Now malaria they do me die. But today in Pekin, don't come. You, I prophesy, you don't come also. You too, you don't come also. You too, you don't come also. Lift your voice and shout fire. The mouth will talk bad against you, will talk good about you. The mouth will not like you before they go change their story. I said they go change their story. They go change their story. If you believe it, shout amen like thunder. Hey, tax masters. When tax masters comes in, they will be milking you. You will be paying tax by fire, by force. You will be crying, but they are not changing their mind. You may be crying, why am I still single? They are not changing their mind. Why is this happening in my family like this? They are not changing their mind. Why am I going through tough time? They are not changing their mind. But after today, whether they like it or not, you are breaking out. You are breaking out. That was what happened. Before you know it, my story changed. What happened to that woman? I was invited to preach in St. Patrick's Cathedral, Oka. And somebody met me and told me that that woman that was giving me that food is now selling fruits at a Kulobia roundabout. Just that road that goes to Oko. I now landed in a Kulobia, and then the guy traced me to where the woman was. I came, I was pricing fruit. The woman gave me banana, brought granite. I said, granite, my banana I want. He said, add granite, garden egg. And I look at the woman and I say, woman, will you still remember me? He said, your face look like somebody who I know, but I can't tell. I said, were you in Meduguri before? Or shock? Or some new man? And he said, I said, yes, or no man. This woman sharp grabbed me and the woman on the ground. Whoa! People rush. He said it's a lie. No be you. I said, where your husband dey? He said, my husband they drive a Kulobia mass transit. He goes in come. He tell me saying they come from Oka. It didn't take time the man land. When the man land, we greeted. I saw the woman and I saw her condition. And I said, check the shop along this area. That same day she went around. That my friend that one of his sons gave us this light. That one that came here 2 months ago. See why you go from it and answer. I just put up a call with him. See why I need 1 million from you. He said, what? I said, why I'm saying this, that this is the woman that gave me food when I was nobody. We got that shop and then we used 700 and something thousand and stocked it. And then the man, I asked him, if we buy L300 bus, will you like it or some haba? Then we completed money and get L300 bus for him. I told the woman, anytime I'm passing here, if I just horn you, 1 bottle of more. Today, the woman is doing very, very well. She didn't know that while she was giving me food, she was preserving me for tomorrow, preserving herself for tomorrow. But the tax master died. I became free. Listen, since that woman died till today, I don't have a better yesterday. That same man that built house for me connected me to the owner of Delta Shipping Marine Company. His office is directly Sri Lanka Embassy here in Abuja, in Maitama here. I landed, my brothers and sisters, that was the first time I entered plane. And with the charismatic Bible, the man just told him that if this man of God come and pray for his company, things will change. And then they bought ticket, I didn't know. The man just called me, please, you are going to Port Harcourt. The man landed with his car, with slippers. Man, not condition, mobile plane. We land in Port Harcourt Airport. And they were carrying plat hand. Man of God, IG Newman. I met the man and said, this is the man of God. Or something, so no be so. You be man of God. I said, by the grace of God. Or something, no, I must confirm. He went to make a call. The man now was telling him the slippers I wear, this one I wear. He said, because it was emergency, I didn't prepare. The man now came back and told me, what happened is that I've told my office that there will be no work. But when we go, just pray for us, you will go back again. I said, no problem. When we came into the company, just only the moment we start praising the Lord, I started praying. The man was the first to land on the ground. All his managers were just releasing a fire, Lord. Fire, Lord. Fire. You see, managers in that company are stinkly rich. Oh my God. This was a man that built 105 buildings for 105 widows. And gave each of their sons, each of them one Hummer Jeep. Hummer buses, please. Immediately I do that thing finish. I told the man, please get up. I have to go. He's not saying, no. You will stay. Your hotel is taken care of. You will be this. I said, okay, no problem. Promotion, okay. Anyways, in hotel, man. Okay. Like joke, before you know it, he now said to me, we are going to go to pray for their tarmac, the waterways. When we reached the place, I saw canoe. I thought maybe he's praying on top of the canoe. He said, no, you are going to pray with the word complaint chopper. They carry me, put in the helicopter. Cross bird. The thing, you can pray. He said, like this. He said, Josh, you can be praying. He said, Marika, thou shika tapa. Release anointing and breakthrough. The man was at my back saying, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. He said, hey, I never prayed this type of prayer before. I just prayed and they say, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, for back. The helicopter will go up, go down. I say, in the name of Jesus. The man will say, yes, Lord. Hello. Somebody shout, hey! Before you know it, the secretary was the one that shocked me. He told me, he said, do you want to take a cup of tea? He said, and uncle tea. He said, if they drink tea, give me a cup of tea. That was the day I ate that shortbread biscuit for the first time. My brother, when they bring the tea, bring shortbread. I put that thing for mouth. I said, let me see the leather. They look at it. He said, you can take it. You can take it. I said, okay, no problem. Okay, cheer me. I'm only sharing you this because life is turn by turn, stage by stage. Just like joke. When we came down, the man knelt down and said to me, forgive me for neglecting you. The first thing he made, he said, will you like this Lexus Jeep? I did as if to say, I don't like him, but I like him. Because if I say I like him, sharp. But I just say, well, let me just manage. He said, let me manage. Okay, manage. Yeah. Manage, no beam. The day me and Brother Kingsley went to this man's house, the cheapest car in his compound was a car of 120 million. The smallest, I said the smallest and the cheapest car that was parked there. Life is done stage by stage. Don't rush life. Follow life small. But why am I sharing this with you? Somebody was milking me without me knowing. Somebody was eating my effort without me knowing. I don't know who is eating your own. This my cousin brother went to the village. This one of their brother went to the village, travel without traveling back. The mother of the boy looked at him and said, "Is this so bad that you are coming back without traveling back?" He said, "No, I just come back for this burial." He said, "Because if what you are doing there is no longer working, come back home. Let me collect another person's destiny, add it to your own. Let me collect another person's own, add it to your own." And that's why you need to know there are people milking you without you knowing. There are people feeding on you without you knowing. But you know one thing, if fire enter here now, did you see any lizard? Did you see any rat? But if fire enter here, it may shock you that snake may be here. All of them will be on the run. When fire arrives, everything that is secret is going to happen now. Any of them inside of you, feeding on you, pressing you down. It may be spiritual husband. It may be spiritual wife. You know one thing, when I finished with that man and he gave me that car, as I was leaving, he just gave me an envelope, $10,000. And since I met that man every January 6 or 7, till today, the first thing he must send to me, $10,000. Till date as I'm speaking to you. Brothers and sisters, if that woman did not die, who dash monkey banana? Who will help me? I may even pray. Is it not me that told people have family? I went to a woman's house, fasted for 6 days, prayed for her, finished. She brought garden egg, brought 5 alive and granite. As soon as I start taking garden egg and granite, she poured the 5 alive in a glass cup. The first question she asked me is, "Have you drank this thing before?" So 5 alive is no transport. Even when I finished to go, no transport. But was telling me, "Have you drank this type of thing before?" Life, ba? If they never do you will not understand. And that's why today, I want you to pray this prayer. This prayer. Who are the people milking me? The spirit of the tax masters. Do you know what they did? Joseph and his brothers. When Pharaoh that didn't know Joseph came into power, he increased their pain, increased their affliction. Never you think the devil will leave you without a fight. The devil can never let you go like that. If you don't put up a fight, they will still keep you in bondage. You saw the lady that her and husband came yesterday, their deliverance. What did he call the husband? Foolish man. I said, "What is your husband?" He said, "Which man?" He's a foolish man. He's a foolish man. And was busy. You know, when we were on the mountain, the Lord just opened my eyes to see that that child they were carrying was just a miracle. That child would have died. And it was what happened yesterday evening that confirmed it. They never wanted her to marry. Somebody was inside her. Something was inside her, causing her, making her life unbearable. Do you know why people hate you? Do you know why your life has been stagnated? Something is somewhere. Anything you see around you that is not working well, somebody somewhere. They are beating it and it's dancing. Stand on your 2 legs, please. I want us to deal with the spirit of these tax masters. I don't know who is milking you, who is eating you, who refuses you to enjoy life, who refuses you to enjoy your marriage. Lift your voice and say, "Father, arise. Every tax masters in my life, in my family, die. Say, tax masters in my father's house. What are you waiting for? At the clap of fire, 25 times, shouting fire. Let them die.
Fire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Pray. Holy Ghost! Shake your body and shout fire! Close your eyes and land in your father's compound. As I am standing now, I am before my father's compound. Appear there now. Everybody cry out, tax masters in my father's house!
Tax masters in my father's house.
Is that the loudest you can shout?
Tax masters in my father's house.
Your time is up!
Your time is up.
Die! Tax masters
Tax masters
in my father's house!
in my father's house.
Today is your last day!
Today is your last day.
As I shout fire 21 times,
As I set fire 21 times,
clapping my hand,
clapping my hands.
die! 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
pray. Holy Ghost, shake your body and shout fire! Shake it again! Shake it again! Shake it the last time! Your eyes closed. Now this is the main time that deliverance begins. There are particular demons assigned to follow you. Even when you are coming here, they know you are here.
Yes, sir.
Even when you are coming to mountaintop, they know you are on their way.
Yes, sir.
So many of them, as soon as you enter gate, they stays outside waiting when you finish. Agatha, where is this man from? The man you brought. The man, where is he? That man from Karimu, bring him now. The yoke of the enemy must be broken today.
Amen.
Lift your hand and shout fire. I speak today in the name of the resurrected Christ. The powers that bound to hold you down, that tax masters holding you, by fire, by force, they must release you. I said they must release you. They must release you. Somebody shout fire. Shout it again. Shout it again. Shout it again. Shout it again. Somebody turn around and shout fire. Every yoke of the enemy must break. It's okay. Huh? You had attack? You see, when I was in that market, God told me, I think it was on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I was in that Karimu market. They closed the market and invited me to pray. While I was praying, they cut one chicken. Yes, I saw it the way they did it. Break the feather, break the leg, and fling it. And say the person will remain on stroke forever. You are not around. They went and brought you today. Sir, God will surprise them that attacked you. Amen. I'll pray for you now and I will rebuke this stroke. It will return back to those who sell it to you now.
We believe you have been blessed. For additional information, contact us on 0803 447 2328 or 0701 366 2001. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at IG Newman. For days of activities, we meet every first and third Saturdays of the month at 8 a.m. and Thursdays and Fridays before the Saturday. If a man can pray, there is a God to answer. God bless you as you call.